Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out. To the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Open man is Quintez Cephas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Quintez Cephas. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size, but slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the carry there, it'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
38-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there, 62 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10. That's their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? They responded to the challenge.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On On second down, Swift. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. He's credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 41 yards.
1st down, Lions.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. From the gun, Stafford. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
12 at the 22-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Get after him early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running is Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
On return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Falcons.
The end result, 21 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A throw over the middle taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the Lions' 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
For Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
The 27-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. A slant to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Hey, I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones